You finally finished Stranger
I watched
Things.
all of Stranger Things all the way to season 5.
And
I did enjoy it. I think that season 5 is definitely my least favorite.
now, is it because of season 5 as a whole, or is it because of the ending?
It wasn't just because of the ending.
Okay.
It was because I think that like, especially 11, I don't feel like she acted the same in the previous seasons. I just think it was like a weird, I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know. It was just like maybe it's because she was just in a different role, because it was like, I'm going to get physically fit and conquer this whole thing or whatever. I don't know. It just seemed like her whole focus was very different. And I don't know. And I got what you guys said about like the different ages. I did think that it wasn't probably for me as like alarming as it sounded like it was for you guys. But I definitely think that some of the acting was a little bit off, and yeah, it just wasn't my favorite, I think.
So I had talked to somebody at my workplace who had watched Stranger Things all the way up through season 4. They haven't watched season 5 yet. And he was like, just, tell me, what's your general reaction to season 5? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it like the weird kind of not great ending that like Game of Thrones was? So that's what I was going to be curious to ask you guys. If you watched Game of Thrones, in regards to the ending of season 5 of Stranger Things, would you consider it better or worse compared to Game of Thrones? Sort of like super fast, accelerated sprint to the ending, or do you think it was okay in comparison?
Well, it might take me a little while to answer that because I haven't watched Game of Thrones.
Okay, well, we gave you enough grief about Stranger Things, so we won't do that again. But I thought it was better than Game of Thrones ending. I'll just say that much. I don't think
the whole season or just the very ending.
I think. So how many seasons was Game of Thrones?
7.
7. So 7 as a season, I think, was like way too quick in comparison to the rest of the series, where it was just like, oh, Daenerys is here. And now she's in this completely other new territory, which would normally take like 2 or 3 episodes for her to get there. And now she's just like there at the beginning of the episode, and now she's here in the middle of the episode.
Is that the complaint for Stranger Things, that it was too quick?
No.
We're talking about Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, like, it had a pace throughout the whole first 6 seasons, most people would say. And then
they rushed the ending.
Right. Season 7 is just like, all right, we got to get to the ending. And it was just like, go, go, go with like the episodes that were in the whole season. So
that's weird. I never thought about that. I feel like there was just so much hype and so much buildup leading up to season 7. Like they had to do something. Like,
right.
I don't feel like it was out of character other than the last 2 episodes. Like the rest of it was pretty much on pace, getting to Winterfell, going to the Wall. That was like the first 4 episodes, and I felt like that was fine.
Right.
The last 2, I mean, other than garbage writing, but I mean, I don't know. I felt like they're on par. I did not like the ending of Stranger Things at all. I mean, have you seen the meme where they show like the scene from Superman where Kevin Costner's sitting there to the side and he tells Superman not to come out from underneath the tunnel, and they're referencing 11 at the end where she's telling him not to come. It's the same kind of bullshit. It was like, that was like a huge complaint about that movie. You know what I mean? And like it fit perfect. Like somebody tied those 2 things together. But I mean, I didn't enjoy season 5 at all.
Okay.
The forced narrative, that they were throwing in there and stuff like that. And like there was a lot of things that were unnecessary. The Upside Down was totally different.
The Abyss? or the Upside Down?
The Upside Down. Even that was totally different with the hospital and the magic ball that was in there and stuff, and the melting room and stuff that had nothing to do with the end of it. The Demogorgons were barely in it after, when it came back at the very end.
Yeah. All the memes about that were
all the vine
they
and
were
everything.
all on vacation.
All the vine that was growing through the town and everything like that spread all out meant nothing.
Right.
There's just there
And
was
how had they never seen the wall before?
Yeah. It's a good question.
Hmm.
But yeah, there's just a lot of things that I didn't like.
Why were they in a rush to end it?
Stranger Things?
Yeah, if they're making so much money
the
and
kids are
everybody
30
loves
years
it.
old.
Yeah.
I mean,
So?
that's a lot of what it was. It's just that, everybody had aged out of it.
But everybody could still go to college.
They didn't. Well, I mean, if they went to college, they left the town.
Who said?
So.
I think the point
there
there
was no college
is
there. There wasn't even a high school there anymore. Like
and I mean, not to say this is supposed to be an excuse. You could always just keep proceeding forward. The aesthetic was built for the series to be specifically within the 80s. And so, like, if you're getting too old, well, you're not in the 80s anymore. You're in the 90s. So make the series go into the 90s, yes.
I mean, they took 10 years to get through 3 years.
Right. Yeah.
Is what it came down to. And it just, everybody had aged out of it. They weren't kids. It wasn't believable. Nobody was buying it anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just, so they had to do something. They had to end it. I mean, and I'm not mad that they ended the show. I just don't like the way they did it.
Yeah.
Is that the complaint that most people have? They don't like the ending?
No, it didn't get like terrible reviews. I mean, there was a few people
They
out
weren't,
there that were
they weren't
it was probably 60-40.
terrible. They weren't spectacular either.
Yeah.
So,
but I think everybody had the same thing, like the same notion of it. It was just like, okay, it's time.
Yeah.
And then the whole, and this really got torn up online, which was fantastic. But when the two girls were trying to leave his mind, and they were in that red room, and their portals were opening, but they had a whole life discussion and everything like that. Like, she's been trapped in there for 2 fucking years or whatever it is.
It's time to go.
Her thing comes up to where she can escape, and she's like, no, I'm just going to sit here and have a 10-minute conversation. Then I'm going to walk, not run.
The memes I saw there were like, yeah, let's have a podcast.
Yeah, it was just like, it was bad, man. It was, I mean, and, even Sadie Sink came out and, she made a comment about it.
Right.
She was like, when everybody pointed it out and stuff like that, she was like, I realize, maybe we should have progressed that a little bit. You know, it's just like, so, I mean, it was just so over dramatic. It was an 8-minute scene. You know what I mean? It was just like, come on, run, like get the hell out of there. You know what I mean? Like, you're not even in imminent danger. If you had 8 minutes to get out of there, you know what I mean? I guess you could have just walked and skipped your way out, so. The first season 4, when she was coming out, he was throwing things out of the sky at her and blocking her path and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
Time to get running up that hill.
Yeah. Well, that was great too, because they did make a reference to getting sick of the song, which I appreciated that, the whole alternate ending theory.
Yeah.
Did you catch all that?
Yeah.
So, and Alicia, actually, I think you sent this to me too, because you seen it also, where it was just all a Dungeons and Dragons game, and none of it actually was real.
I like that theory.
So, I mean, it's almost better than the actual.
Well, they did it in such a way that it is kind of left up to interpretation. Like,
I
maybe
think
this is how it happened.
I think that's the whole point. So,
but why did you do that?
I think they did it because
kill off 3 or 4 people, have it dramatic, and end the show.
Yeah, they had
know what I mean? Like,
more than a couple moments where they could have killed somebody.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to save them.
Yeah, the whole we're going to get married, but we're not going to get married scene.
Yeah,
like,
I was just going to say that.
Necessary.
Missed opportunity for Kay Jewelers and a Stranger Things ad for Christmas and engagement.
Right.
Of like some sort of
because it was all at that, it was all at that time
Right.
too. Yeah, so they could have done that. But
Missed opportunity.
there was a lot of missed opportunities. It was just, and the whole thing is like, it wasn't rushed. This is what they came up with after 2.5 years. You know what I mean? It's like that was, I don't know. I was disappointed.
Well, the documentary, it was like they were doing the planning for the season 5, and they were just like, Yeah, we don't have an ending written yet. Like, should probably figure that out.
Wait another year. I mean, at that point, wait another year and do it right. You know what I mean? Everybody's old anyway.
Luke was watching the documentary and I wasn't really in it.
Go ahead.
I fell asleep. I woke up and he was crying. And I'm like, are you crying?
Oh, because
Everybody was crying.
yeah, I can't remember what part of the documentary it was. It was like
The
one of the
end.
scenes where like this is these characters' last scene in the series that they're done. And they're like all breaking down, which I get. If you're doing a series for 10 years and like, okay, this is
It.
it.
That's how everybody in Game of Thrones felt when they read that, and
It was
they
just
all
really-
started crying too.
It was
No.
really funny
Yeah.
because I just wasn't into it and I didn't watch any of it. I slept and then I woke up and he was just crying. I'm like, are you okay?
I'm tired.
I'm empathetic.
I'm tired.
I don't know.
Just some sand in my eye.
Yeah.
Something strange in my eye.
There's some strange things going on.
A speck from the upside down made
I'm
it in
just
there.
like, was it that good?
That's what she said.
She did.
So now we have the aftermath of the series, which now they want to make the money instead of having a great ending. Tales of 85, which is going to be the new animated series.
Who's voicing it?
So I didn't look that up,
That's what I want to know.
but I don't think it doesn't. What I looked at real quick didn't sound like the original actors, which if they're starting from the beginning or if it's going to be a retelling from the beginning of the series, you're probably not going to have the original actors.
Is that what it is? Because I thought it was like supposed to fill in the gaps.
See, I don't know. From what I saw from the teaser, it almost looked like it was like readapting the series from just like a different take on telling basically the same story with just different events. That,
Really?
but I don't know. It's a teaser, so that could be totally wrong.
Yeah. Okay, so after it's all said and done, are you guys really interested to see more content of this?
No, probably not.
no, not the animation. I'll probably end up watching it. if
Maybe,
Luke does.
yeah, maybe I'll watch it when it comes out, and if I think it's good, then sure. But like,
I think
yeah,
that's how this
I'm
crap
not.
keeps getting put out because we're all like, yeah, I'll just watch it.
I'm not waiting in anticipation for it. No.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm saying. It's just like, you know what I mean? Like, they're hyping it up and like, no, like now I'm mad at you anyway. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like Knights of the Seven Kingdom or Night of the Seven Kingdoms or whatever is out on HBO now. And I'm like, I might watch it once it's all out. I'm not
Right.
tuning in every week to watch any more stories from that saga. Like that world is gone. I'm done with that.
is it supposed to be another prequel to
Yes.
Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Okay.
Am I
Hmm.
crazy? Or there was just a shitload of Prince songs at the end of Stranger Things, right?
They had what?
Wasn't it a bunch of Prince songs?
I can't remember.
It doesn't stand out to me,
Yeah.
but I don't really know.
I swear.
I think When Doves Cry or something was on there, but
Yeah, I think there was like at least 2 Prince songs. And I was like, what is happening?
I think it was Pussy Control and
And what else?
I don't know.
Doesn't
just
matter.
talking
Purple Rain.
shit.
I
Yeah.
I think it was
think those were the two.
Stranger Things
5.
and 5. We got When Doves Cry and Purple Rain.
Spot on there, Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember because When Doves Cry was at the very end there, but
Pussy Control.
yeah, I just threw that one in because that's my
Pussy
favorite Prince song.
Control. Of course
Ow.
it is. Ow.
These rare licensed tracks from the 1984 album Purple Rain are used to soundtrack high stakes emotional moments. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Whatever.
Season 5 was supposed to be set in 84.
No,
No.
no. These tracks are from
No,
1984.
that's what I'm asking.
No, it's 88
No, it's
Why the fuck are they using Prince to end?
because
because it was in the 80s.
still in the 80s.
I mean, yeah, but
What I'm used
What are-
Sting?
what are-
I mean,
what are-
what are you looking for? Like
what are popular songs in 88? Let's see what alternate song endings.
Popular
Choices.
songs in 1988.
Just took an interesting twist.
Sure
It
did.
sure did.
George Michael's,
George Michael's Faiths, Ian.
Rick Astley's "Never Gonna Give You
Never
Up."
gonna give you
Oh, they could have
copyright
Rick
strike.
rolled us.
I know they should have.
Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine. Yep.
Don't worry, be happy.
Don't worry, be happy.
Michael
I
Jackson,
feel like
"Man
there
in
was
the Mirror."
like
Man in
wasn't
the
there,
Mirror.
There was GNR in there, wasn't there?
I don't know.
Who?
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, Sweet Child of Mine.
That was in Stranger Things, right?
In Stranger Things. No, we're looking.
Um,
Can't remember.
No.
Google it.
I don't.
It doesn't matter.
What was the song that Eddie did in season 4? That was
Wasn't that Metallica
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it
that
was
Ride the Lightning?
Metallica.
or Kill 'Em All?
I think it was Ride the Lightning.
was Master of Puppets.
Master of Puppets.
Oh.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I totally haven't seen that since that was on 6 years ago either. So I was throwing darts.
Right.
Or that was actually season 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was season
that was
4.
season
Okay.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was like 3 years ago. What's your opinion? You didn't really say anything.
It was
Yeah.
fine.
It was
Well,
fine.
It was fine. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good synopsis. Thank you. And yeah, here we go. But
Did you like season 5?
But yeah, it was fine.
Happy with the ending? Anything you would pick apart, change besides the song?
I really liked the first 3 seasons. Season 4 was okay. Season 5 was whatever, was ending. Let's wrap this up. But I had to rewatch all of it.
I mean, you could have did something else while I was watching it.
no, I think it's good that you did because I didn't, and it was just like,
Yeah.
So
But
maybe
it's
I would have been a
it's-
little more
It's
attached
that
to the
meme when you're
story.
trying to show somebody your favorite show or movie and then they fall asleep.
She's really offended by that.
All right, moving on from Stranger Things.
But as I recall, you sometimes fall asleep too and wake up to him crying.
Oh, yeah. Just that documentary.
You hadn't watched the documentary yet
I haven't seen it yet.
because
She
you
doesn't-
slept through it.
No, it's because she doesn't want to cry.
Next.
Next, okay.
Look at that transition.
Stranger Things, you were good while you were good.